Haha, ye mateys, and so good of you to join me on this game of Jump Ship. But before we start, I would like to introduce myself, and I am the captain of the Black Bounty, and we are here to retire on the famous Mermaid Beach. So let's see how we play Jump Ship and retire. Alright, in all seriousness, this game, this is our ship. And we're going to start off creating a story and hopefully collecting enough tokens to retire on the beautiful Mermaid Beach. We'll get to this card later. So we start with the first card. And that was drawn at random. As the captain of the Black Bounty, you know that the best way to get the treasure is to steal it from other pirates. And, as luck would have it, a few other pirate ships have dropped anchor right next to you in Bedlam Bay. Now, we have 3 different pirate ships here, but we only have 2 choices here. I can either plunder the Salty Sapphire, or I could loot the Crimson Cannonball. Well, I'm going to go with looting the Crimson Cannonball. So, I see that I need card number 2, and I find it. And now, let's see the next part of the story, because I have no clue where it's going to take me next. But I do know I have 1 coin, and now I have 2 coins, which is super great. It'll help me retire better. So, you climb aboard and see that no one is at the ship's wheel. You're in command of the Crimson Cannonball now. Woohoo! Just remember, with great power comes great treasure. So now I know I'm in control, but what's my next move? Am I going to turn towards the high seas? Or am I going to abandon the wheel and go looting? Well, since this game is all about collecting coins, I am going to be a little bit aggressive and I'm going to abandon the wheel and go looting. So, back to red, and I have to find number 5. And let's see if it paid off. Number 5. Well, first of all, it sort of paid off because I have 2 more coins, and that is super helpful. Instead of just hanging around the Crimson Cannonball, you pick the pocket of the ship's first mate. He never even notices. Below, you see a fleet of lifeboats. Above you, you see a ladder to the mast. So instead of, again, I have a choice to commandeer a lifeboat or climb the mast. And this game, well, right now it happens to be that I'm aboard the red ship, and this is all taking me to the red ship. But as you could see, I'm just gonna, depending on where I go, I'll have choices to board different ships. And sometimes I'll even have the choice to go back to my own ship. Which here I can go back to my own ship and play the safe route. In addition, I just, keep playing, but then we have the deep end cards, which are kind of add a little bit of fun to the game. For example, a mighty wave pushes you ashore on Mermaid Beach. Your game is over. Count your gold. So if I would have, gotten one of these cards, well then right here my story's over. And I take all my cards, because of course I need my coin, and I swim over to Mermaid Beach. But first I have to count my coins. So I go 2, 3, 4. I have 4 coins. And I look, deck swab. Clearly, I didn't do such a good job. So basically the point of this game is to tell a story of a pirate and how he goes back and forth through the ships. This game could take a very long time, and you can have a lot of gold. You can actually lose gold along the way, or like what just happened to me, I actually flipped it over and the game was over for me. So although this game is set up in a story-like manner and it slightly is predictable, this is really good because, the drop of a hand, you're caught off ship and the game is over. I do think it's a cute game to use with kids because, first of all, I do work with some kids who are not very good with reading. And right here, there's not very many words per paragraph, and kids who do like the idea of pirates, this is really cute just to track and see where where it's going to take them. Some of the words are hard, like lieutenant, but you're encouraging reading, and that is just such a great skill to have. Another reason why I like this game is for decision making. As you could see, just look at the bottom of the cards. Some kids, maybe they're good readers, maybe not, but they just can't make decisions. Do I want to go here? Do I want to go there? Well, in this game, you have 2 decisions. It could be difficult for some kids, but then again, you're only limiting it to 2 decisions, and then that kind of helps them build up the skill of decision making. And it's also great because, you know what, sometimes kids just need to play by themselves. They don't need this large group, group setting. And this game is just, it's fun. It is a fun game for kids. As an adult, I would say, not such a great adult game, but, as far as it is predictable and it is not that exciting as far as it kind of tells you the story. It does throw in a card every so often as to, like a shark, a giant squid. It does add a sense of surprise, but more or less it is more regimented. But for kids, this is a really, really cute game, especially for kids who love learning through games. So, I love this game. As you could see, we're still on the red ship. There's so many places that this game could take us, depending if I choose 11, if I choose 8, I may end up back in my ship needing to protect it, or I may end up leading all the ships and, being a pirate in chief, which is the ultimate goal. So yeah, this game is great. I would definitely have it in a classroom, especially first or second grade, where the kids are learning to read and they're learning to make decisions and they're just learning to have fun with education. This game is just such a cute game to have. So if you have a little pirate on hand, then Jump Ship is definitely a really great game. If you have Jump Ship, or even if you don't, I would love to hear your comments below, what you think about it. Have you ever played it? This is just such a cute game, and I want to hear your perspective on Jump Ship.